Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make this cute little concrete house. I really like this. It's a very cute house. It kind of reminds me of the sort of thing that I used to build with Lego when I didn't have very many bricks, and I thought that you guys might appreciate this as well. I'll show you how to make the entire thing, the nice little surrounding area. It's got a nice fitting garden. The interior is very useful. If you don't have very much concrete whatsoever and you want to build something but you don't know what, I think that this is a nice thing to build with very limited resources. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you do, please do remember to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more stuff by me, also very important. And without any further ado, I'll show you how to make this thing. It shouldn't take us very long. So if you want to make it, here's what you'll need. Grab yourself some yellow concrete, red concrete, light blue concrete, white concrete, white stained glass pane, glass blocks, iron trapdoors, levers, and some oak doors. Plus, we need all of the other things in the inventory as well, and we might even grab some more things if we do actually decide to do the interior, which I don't think we will, but you never know, do you? So, once you have all of this stuff right here, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'm not leaving any dimensions for this because it is a very small build. We're going to kick this off with a row of 5 yellow concrete coming up from the ground. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. You then want to go right of that 5th block by 1. And then up 1. Right 1. Up 1. Right 1. Then up 1. You then want to take that block that you last went up from. And you want to go right. Down. Right. Down. Right. Connect all the way down to the ground. Then go left of that block that hit the ground by 2 with the white concrete. 1, 2. Place a yellow. Go up on top of that yellow concrete by 3. 1, 2, and 3. Place a white concrete with a glass on top. We then want to come down to the yellow block that we were just building up on top of. And we want to place a light blue to the left of it. 2 on top. 1 to the left, and then you want to take the 2 white concretes that we have here and place 2 rows of glass on top of them, 1 and 2, and then simply fill in the rest of the front of the house using your yellow concrete, like this. That's looking quite good. So let's add a couple of bits of detail here. So in front of the bottom window, we want to have some planters. So these planters are made using grass blocks. Okay guys, I done goofed. So it seems as though that we can't use levers for the window box on the ground floor. So instead of using a lever, we need redstone torches instead. Here's how this is going to work. So we want to dig the 2 grass blocks out from underneath the window. We want to place redstone torches on the floor, in the hole, grab some flowers, use grass above the torches, iron trapdoors around the grass, and some poppies on top of the grass. The torches make it so that the iron trapdoors actually sling upwards, otherwise they just look like this on the ground. Wonderful. We also need an iron trapdoor in front of the white concrete below the single window. Now this, I believe, we will be able to use a lever for. So if you plant a lever behind the white concrete block inside the house, slap it down, and you will notice that the iron trapdoor also does the same. We are going to plant a door left of the actual blue concrete. We're going to simply use an oak wood door because it's my favorite door. And we're going to have a doorbell in the form of a stone button with an item frame behind the button. Looks very cute. Now, let's add a little bit more to this house. So, we're going to take every single yellow brick of this house and we are going to move the yellow bricks backwards by, let's say, 6. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, like this. So we're going to take every single yellow brick backwards and extend the house backwards by 6. We'll connect it together at the back, and then we will slowly but surely build up each one of the walls of the house until they are as high and the same as the front of the house. As a matter of fact, you don't really have to extend back the yellow concrete blocks for the roof. You don't really have to bother doing that. You know, that kind of like the triangular shape, when the yellow concrete blocks start coming inwards a bit, you don't have to extend all of these, but we're going to anyway, just because I think that it'll just make things a bit easier. So we're just going to extend every single one of these backwards until it reaches the back of the house, and that will also give us a nice solid roof, like that. But we want to have a roof that looks a bit nicer than this. So we're going to use our red concrete, and we are going to place rows of red concrete starting from the very left hand side and the very right hand side of the house all the way up at the top. We want to place rows of red concrete coming upwards diagonally until they meet each other at the top and they sit nicely on the roof. So we just want to add all of these red concretes here, and it contrasts very, very well with the yellow, and it looks really nice. You also want to extend those red concretes outwards in front of the build, and whilst that is kind of like a cute-ish sort of roof, we also want to connect them together. So the blocks that you've extended, simply connect them together like that. Do the same thing on the back, because of course you don't want to have like a weird lopsided house, do you? You want to have the same as you do on the front. So extend them and connect them like that. We now want to focus on the garden a little bit. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're just going to create a little bit of a path, right? So let me tell you the sort of stuff that we're going to need. Like, we'll need some leaves, we'll need some oak wood, lime terracotta, some stone, some fence, some green terracotta, and maybe even some flowers. I don't think we'll need too much more. So coming outwards in front of the door, we're going to dig, say, like a row of 5 in front of the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to fill it with stone. We're then going to kind of decide where we want the boundaries of the house to be. So we're going to figure out like how big a garden we want. I'm going to dig left of the end of the path by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to dig right of the path by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shall we just do 7 or shall we do 8, ladies and gentlemen? Shall we? Nah, we'll just do 7. And then we're just going to dig backwards until we are happy with the amount of space that we have at the back of the house. I think 2 blocks at the back of the house would be just fine. Maybe we'll add 3. 3 blocks space at the back of the house is fine. And then we'll extend it over and we'll connect it to the opposite end of the front garden. And of course, we're just going to fill it in with a little bit of green terracotta because it just contrasts nicely with the grass. And it just really sets out like this is the area for the house, if that makes sense. We're going to stick oak wood fence on top of the green terracotta, and we're going to go all the way around like this. We're going to stick the fence on top. We'll go all the way around just like that. That's perfect. And we'll add a couple of things. So in the front right hand corner of the garden, I'm going to add a tree. That's going to be 3 oak wood coming up from the ground. We'll do 1, 2, and 3. And we'll place some lime terracotta around the top of the oak wood. Literally just place it all the way around it like that. That'll look just fine. And we're also going to place a little bit of bush around that as well. We'll place some bushes actually in each one of the 4 corners of the garden. We'll just place some sort of bush like this. Just maybe like a corner like that. Something like that's fine. In the front garden though, I kind of want some poppies around the bush. So maybe like this. And maybe we'll even chuck like a couple of poppies. And nah, I actually don't want to. That actually looks fine. Maybe some like poppies in front of the bush. And then that's kind of everything. And you'll be left with what I think is a really cute concrete house. And like I said, for whatever reason, I don't know why, it really reminds me of like a Lego house. Like this is the kind of stuff that I'd build with Lego when I was a lot younger and I couldn't afford very much Lego. And this is the kind of thing that I'd build, and I think that actually looks really nice in Minecraft. So, just a silly little video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did make it, please do remember to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate that. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you did enjoy it, and click the little bell next to the subscription button. Comment down below and let me know if there's anything else that you would want to see next. And of course, if you want to check out any more of my stuff, of which there is plenty, if you take a bit of a look in the background, plenty more stuff where that came from, you can check out the card system in the description below. All that stuff can be found in all of my mini playlists in the card system and the description below. But that's pretty much everything, guys. I hope that you did enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. And I'll see you in the next video.